The regular season is coming to a close in Indiana and Kentucky as every game, every drive, and every down becomes so incredibly crucial. Welcome to Home Team Friday, the Tri-State's original 30-minute football show. Week 9 in the Tri-State is the first week back after fall break in Kentucky and the final regular season contest in Indiana. Conference championships are on the line, especially right here in this city. Let's look at the two games on the corners here, starting at the Bowl. Wrights no longer has a shot at the conference championship with 2 losses, but Mater Dei does. However, the Panthers can play spoiler and take the Wildcats out of the running with the win. Though, if they do win and Castle beats unbeaten Memorial, there would be a 3-way tie for the SIAC title. But the Tigers, they can spoil that completely by winning and taking the title outright. And that game is where we go off the gridiron here to tell the story of how this historic ballpark, Bosse Field, built in 1915, was transformed into a football stadium, the site of one of the most exciting games and venues of the season. All right, it's time for the #1 football show in the Tri-State. It's Home Team Friday, and it starts right now.
It's time for Home Team Friday, brought to you by Expressway Dodge.
Let's kick it off with our game of the week. First quarter, North against Central. Luke Grayson over the middle finds Evan Garrett wide open in the secondary for a tutty. Then Grayson again on the keeper for a 10-yard score. 22-0 North. Second quarter, Jason Rucker getting in on the action around the left side for a rushing score. North in command in this one, and then Central, they would get on the board. This is the Jason Rucker score here. North and Central, Huskies win 35-7. Once again, welcome to Home Team Friday. That's Colin Davies. I'm Michael Gross. Thanks for joining us here on an awesome Friday night slate of games. We had the game at the Bowl. That was just unbelievable. We'll get to that. Plus, a game at Bosse Field for the first time since 2011. Just the second time in 50 years. An unreal slate in the Tri-State.
Yeah, this was probably my favorite Friday to come out and work these games because we had big games everywhere. The crowds were out. They were electric, and the electricity could be felt everywhere tonight.
Yeah, they truly could. Let's get to our Home Team Friday Power 10. From the beginning of the week to show you where we stood from the get-go. Forest Park at 10 just entered the rankings, while Wrights, they stayed in there with the win. Hancock County at the beginning of the week, 7-0. They did, in fact, lose yesterday. We had that highlight. If you want to see it, you can go see it online at tristatehomepage.com. They did lose, so they might be dropping lower, if not out next week, but this is the beginning of the week. Southridge, 6-2. Gibson Southern, 6-2. And into the top 5, nobody else is moving, Colin. It was a real stalemate near the top, though.
Yeah, and we look at the top here. There's not going to be much movement, I don't think, for the rest of the regular season here. Obviously, in Kentucky, they keep on going. I think the postseason is when we'll start to see how good these teams, when they're testing themselves in tighter and tighter games.
Heritage Hills, Memorial, and OCAF in those top 3 spots. Southridge, though, and Forest Park, both in there, looking to move up.
Yeah, let's head there. So we start with Southridge coming out there. There's Forest Park coming out, and it's going to be Justin Leathers for the Raiders to Roland Whitehead for a touchdown. First one of the game, Southridge up 7-0. Then Forest Park's quarterback, Aaron Treader, tries to get things started for his team, and he is tackled after just a few yards. So Forest Park punts. Southridge gets the ball. Justin Leathers throws it long to Camden Haywood, but it's an incomplete pass. Southridge, it's Leathers, keeps the ball, runs a couple of yards, and then gets taken down, but Southridge would say red hot. They would pick things up, get some highlights later in that game, winning 44-7.
Yeah, you just knew they'd pull away with that one. Let's head to Rockport. Tell City on the road at South Spencer. Rebels are up 21-0 in the second quarter, a little over 6 minutes to go. Tell City's Max Fort Wendell. A long pass to Byron Meserve for the first touchdown of the night, 21-7. And South Spencer's quarterback, Ty Brown, he fined Braden Hughes for another tutty. Rebels up 28-7, and they run away with this one, 49-27. All right, it's showdown time. Colin, one of the best games in the city, Wrights and Mater Dei, literally every single year. It doesn't matter if one team is undefeated or the other one hasn't found a win. either team would be able to do it. But this particular game had a little extra juice to it this year.
Yeah, both these teams were really good coming into this game. And these two teams being on the west side, they know each other. They've played ball with each other growing up. So that's why it's always a closer game.
And with the SIAC title on the line, if Mater Dei wins and Castlewood win, it would be a three-way tie.
Yeah, and boy, did this game live up to the hype. So let's head there. It's a 7-7 game. Mater Dei right outside the red zone for that Golden Acorn trophy. And right before halftime, Tate Mallory scrambling, and he's gonna throw it deep, and it gets picked off. Lucas Feldman for right. Second half, though, Wildcats in the red zone now, and Kate Thacker on 4th and 1 gets stopped initially, but hold up and rally the troops, pushes all the way in for the lead, and then a field goal makes it a 10-point lead for Mater Dei. So Panthers needing to come back under 10 minutes to play. Ben Davies, downfield, Jamontre Johnson, my goodness, he makes the catch for the touchdown, a 37-yard bomb. 3-point Wildcat lead. 4th down again in Wright's territory, and Will Friday makes the stop, gets the ball back, 1:30 left. Wright down 3. Davies steps up with time and just enough for Elijah Darrett. Makes space, 45 yards, the go-ahead touchdown. Pandemonium in the bowl. Wildcats need a touchdown drive. Mallory deep to Jacob Randolph, and he is in business at the 30. Okay. So they have life, about 30 seconds left. Mallory running for his life, and he gets picked off. Clarney wins it for the Panthers in a comeback thriller, a West Side all-time classic. Wright's a comeback, 21-17.
Yeah, we'll be reliving that game for years to come. Absolutely. Harrison and Bossy crosstown. We'll start with the Warriors on the ball. 2nd and 8, 7 minutes left in the half. Anthony Bavone, the quarterback keeper, 14 yards up the gut. Nice and easy. We'll go to an extra point try here. Thought it was simple, right? Well, no. The snap dropped. The kicker picks it up. Parker Seymour into the house for a 2-point conversion. Harrison ran away with it, 49-6.
All right, now we head to Pike Central and North Posey. Vikings up 3-0. And Carter Schickel drops back, and he gets picked off by Cameron Clemens for the Chargers. But North Posey would get the ball right back, and Jed Galvin in Wildcat. All that's necessary, an angry 50-yard touchdown run to get the home team rolling here. Then Posey on defense, Cade Mock with the interception. So Schickel now back in on play action. He hits Remy Johnson across the middle, and he uses his wheels the rest of the way. North Posey rolls 45-14.
Yeah, a couple of blowouts, but a couple of really good games as well. On the other side of the break, more great games and more highlights. We head to the red zone in Kentucky. How about that beautiful sunset? Plus, we'll take a look at some scores from around the Tri-State.